Hello guys and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earl and today we're going to be breaking down this 3-game Counter-Strike slate. It's day 3 of Group D, aka the Group of Death. I definitely think that this one's actually the best group out of all of them. It has a little bit stronger opponents and everything, and it's looked good so far. Yesterday or today, when we were watching it, we got wins from Endpoint swept Fnatic. Did not expect that one. Virtus Pro won in 3 maps against Evil Geniuses, and then Astralis swept Liquid. So unfortunately, I didn't cash today. I don't have the lineups up. I forgot to bring them up. But hey, it was definitely an interesting day to watch. Almost 3 upsets today. So, but before we jump into the video, if you guys are new, make sure you subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. All of our links are in the description in terms of Twitter, Instagram, Discord, our merch, and picks and parlays. All that link in the description below. Go ahead and check that out below. Let's go ahead and dig into it. We got the 3 games. We got Fnatic versus Evil Geniuses, Astralis versus Virtus Pro, and Endpoint versus Liquid. We'll go ahead and bring down those games along with the Counter-Strike slate for DraftKings. We'll go ahead and break that down as well. So let's go ahead and jump into the first game, which is Evil Geniuses taking on Fnatic. Honestly, this Fnatic team is very, very disappointing. It's just has not been pretty, and don't expect it to be. Looking after it, I think Evil Geniuses have looked great this tournament. Granted, they lost to Virtus Pro. They did beat Astralis, and they brought it to 3 maps against both of them. So they have been quite impressive with the addition of Obo. So I'm going to be backing EG in this one. We'll go ahead and look at the lineups real quick and the prices for the players. Crims, 8K. I think that's perfectly an acceptable price. Middle of the pack player along with 7.4K Brolin. Either of those could be solid options if you think that Evil Geniuses will not win. If you think Fnatic will upset Evil Geniuses tomorrow. Chiquito, Golden, JW, don't bother. They're not going to get up to the standards that you want them to be, and Flusha is not in general. So not really going to be interested in the Fnatic players tomorrow besides the top 2. On the other side, Breezy is probably going to be one of my favorite pay-up options for tomorrow. $8,800. He has been on an absolute tear. I believe he had 87 kills today against VP, 65 against Astralis. He's a beast. I definitely want to be interested in going after him tomorrow. Sarek has been stepping it up a little bit. Obo is getting back in his groove, not going after Stanislaw. And then Tarek is a definition of a GPP play. If I'm going after anybody, Breezy and Sarek are probably my favorites, along with Obo as a value play. I do see EG winning this matchup against Fnatic. Next up, we get Astralis and Virtus Pro. Minus 114 for Astralis, minus 105 for Virtus Pro. And this series is going to be closer than we think. It's actually 2-1 and no, Virtus Pro won the first 2. 2-0 versus a 1-1 in Astralis. And Virtus Pro has looked shaky, but they've gotten the job done. I am actually going to be backing Virtus Pro. They've just looked, I mean, after today, Astralis looked awesome, but Virtus Pro has just looked better than Astralis. Both of them have looked shaky going into this one. That's why I figured Liquid had a shot against Astralis. Did not really work out that way. We'll go ahead and look at the Astralis players first. Device is at $9,000. He's going to be the 3rd most expensive player on the slate behind Liege and Naft. Liege at 10K, yikes. And then we get Dupree at 86, Glave at 72. Dupree, birthday boy yesterday, or today as I watched him. Solid play there. He did pretty well. Device had an amazing game as well. Along with Magix, he had a decent game, and he's at $5,400. I don't mind that price. But personally, I'd rather go after Virtus Pro in this one. Yakinda at $8,400 is a steal. Along with Jame at 76. These guys are going to be popular tomorrow. I do see Virtus Pro winning tomorrow, and Yakinda and Jame are just going to be probably part of the winning lineup if this happens. I do really like Virtus Pro tomorrow against Astralis. I know I'm breaking this down a little bit quickly. We've looked over these teams the past 2 days, so there's not really as much to go into it, but so I'm just not trying to waste a lot of time. Final game of the day, we get Liquid taking on Endpoint. Endpoint coming off a 2-0 win against Fnatic. Liquid coming off a 2-0 loss to Astralis. And I'm back in Liquid in this one. I don't see Endpoint upsetting 2 straight games in a row. We'll go ahead and look at the Endpoint players. Flames had a really good game today, along with Crucial and Robin. And they're 66, 58, 5,200. I think that the pricing is soft enough where you don't have to roster these players. Obviously, if they win, that's a different story, but I don't see Endpoint winning today. Surreal and Mighty Max are not going to be interesting to me. I'd just rather not go after plays like that. They're too risky, and they normally don't perform. On the other side, Stewie 2K at $6,400, probably one of my favorite plays of the day. Fallen has had an absolute amazing tournament. He's at 7K, value right there. And I'd be interested in going after Elise at 10K. He has not been playing that great, but I definitely think he could have a really good game against an Endpoint team. So Stewie, Fallen, Grim, Stewie, Fallen, Elise. Naf has had a very shaky tournament. Now he's moving up to $9,400. Not interested. Grim 82, other players in that range that I would rather go off to after including Yakinda and James. So not really interested there. So Elise, Fallen, Naf, Elise, Fallen, Stewie, 3K, 3 players that I would want in today's slate. Quick video, but just wanted to quickly break down the slate. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Trying to hit 600 subs. I think we're at like 531, so keep on pushing. All of our plays are that side. Link to all of our socials are in the description below. I want to thank you guys all for watching, and until next time, let's watch some good Counter-Strike, and let's make some money.